Everyone says this place is just like French LA, but I don't think so. So today we're gonna go to Caen. It's a completely different city in France. It's like the LA of France basically, and that's where we're going today by train. I heard there's like a lot of pickpockets on the train, so I have to put my camera away. I think sounds very, very scary. Soccer fans like everywhere. I'd rather be on a train in China right now. But still, it's great. It's great. So headed to Caen. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know. I really don't know. We bought the wrong tickets because we pronounced it for a different city name. But still. So at the train station, we have to wait really, really long because our train got cancelled, so this is a different one now. That's really it. This is the least steady train I've ever been on. Alright, so we're here today in Caen. When I booked the train ticket, I said Caen, and then the guy booked the wrong ticket to the wrong place, so then we had to get a new ticket. And then yesterday at the train station, our train got cancelled, so we had to squish in with the next train that was there. It was heading to Nice, and then we stopped at the stop in the middle at like 1 a.m. in the morning to get off. Oh my god. Okay, so as I was saying, there's an awesome beach outside, and that's it. I'm not going to fly my drone, not today, because I'm really not in the mood for it. I'm not preparing up. But over the next 2 weeks, I'm probably not going to vlog a lot. Like, I already said that before, but like over the next 2 weeks, I'm probably going to make 5 vlogs at the very most. So I'm very sorry. We bought this thing. It's like a portable Wi-Fi, but we only have 4 gigs on here, so I'm probably not going to be able to upload the videos unless I get a hold of the hotel Wi-Fi, which is very unlikely. So since I can't be vlogging, why don't we talk about a story, you know? And today let's talk about the story of when I went to Inner Mongolia. So as you can really tell by the fact that I'm already sitting down, this is very long. I went with Lars, Kevin, and all of my brother's friends, and my brother's friends' friends, and my brother's friend's sister, and her friends. That was a lot of friends. So the first day we got there, we stayed at this hotel. It was a very nice hotel, by the way. It's Shangri-La. We went to the pool. It was a great place, but then we had nothing to play with, so we were just there for 15 minutes. We just swam like 2 laps and then came back. Next day we go to the grassland, and then we drive some go-karts in the morning on a planned route, which wasn't very fun at all. So then in the afternoon we decided that like we wanted to go off on our own, so then we left and then we just went off on our own. Lars ate something the day before when we got there. He ate some like hot pot or something, and then he got like diarrhea or some explosive diarrhea, I don't know. But the next day basically when we were eating lunch at the grassland, Lars didn't eat anything. But at the grassland we drove around in the things. I almost actually drove off a cliff. Like, imagine this was like the car, right? This is the cliff, right? I was with Kevin on one car, and then my brother, and then Lars was with my sister on the other car. He was like behind us, following us, because we were leading the way. But what happened was like, basically, I drove the car up to here, and there was like a mountain here, so I couldn't see that there was a cliff. Right? So then I was driving, and as soon as we see the cliff, I haven't reacted yet. Kevin's like, stop, dude, stop! Like, we're about to go over a cliff. And then I'm like, oh god, it's a cliff. And then so I stopped right at the cliff. We didn't fall off. Instead, I just made a turn because the brakes on those things are terrible. The next day, we go to the desert in this like really fancy hotel. It's like a hotel that's like round and like made of flags and stuff, and it's shaped like a lotus. And it was really fancy. On the inside of the hotel, it was super fancy. The hotel pool was nice. Everything was so good. I didn't go in the pool though because it was really freezing cold. But it was an awesome place, except for the fact that the food was just terrible. Like, imagine having to drink green apple juice that was also hot, that was also made of Chinese fruit powder mixed in with like water, and there wasn't even enough fruit powder to even call it juice. Twar thing, skewer, it was like orange chicken. Like the chicken was like orange already. I walked around, me and Lars walked around in the desert to check it out. We tried using the go-kart thingies there, but all they were was like 1 lap, and it cost like 60 kwai, which is like such a rip-off. I mean, after that, we just like went back. And we went back to the Shangri-La hotel. We found out there was a hot tub there, so we went there during the night. It was a really, really boring trip. We barely even did anything like useful. You know what this place reminds me of? This Australian city called Cairns. I know the name sounds super similar. Cairns. How do you even say it? Cairns or Cairns? I don't even know how to say it. But it's really similar to the Australian city called Cairns, where you go on to the Great Barrier Reef on. Great city, by the way. You should definitely check it out. The Australian city, I mean. But this city is also great, but the Australian city, I think it's better because there's like a really cool restaurant down the street. Anyways, so now I take French classes every morning from 9 o'clock to 12:30. Oh dude, my young show tan is starting to peel. I realized in French class today I was super bored, but guess what? The tan is finally starting to peel, just a little bit though. JK, I'm not flying the drone. I'm definitely not flying this drone. Fun fact, the company, PARROT, that made this drone is from France. My whole family has like this intense Asian accent. So they like say the word beach with a very strong accent, and it sounds like something very, very different and very offensive to women.